Welcome back to the Best Damn W Show, episode 79. We got a lot to go over this evening. A lot. You know what? You know what else? Anytime we say something about somebody each week, y'all be in the YouTube or the TikTok comments talking about y'all must be an LSU fan. Y'all, that's what it was this week because we was saying South Carolina fans to calm down about comparing Chloe Kitt's injury to Juju. So we end up being LSU fans this week because we criticized South Carolina fans for a little bit.
Interesting.
Every week we a fan of somebody different because we criticize somebody, but nonetheless, y'all gonna criticize something else again this week. Just so y'all know. I don't think we don't even comment. I just like to read this shit to see how delusional people be.
Speaking of comments, they in my comments right now cutting up about this start.
Oh my god! Listen, I already knew this was gonna get
Nick,
Jackie.
I was gonna say, Nick, you already knew that was gonna happen.
I knew it. I knew it was coming through. They this motherfucker going crazy.
You know they're not gonna give Jackie no love, man. Like, come on now. Like, don't do that.
Oh, that's funny.
What up to everybody in the chat? How y'all doing? I see you, BB. I see you, Lamar. I see you. Is that Shanta? Yeah, Shanta. Jay Lenz, what's going on? Amanda, you on time, Amanda? You know, Amanda be coming like 30 minutes late tomorrow. Am I late? What you mean? God damn. But shit, welcome everybody to who always here. First time listeners, first time watchers. Welcome. I'm your host, Jay, for the evening.
Jay, your mic sound like
I'm about to say your mic kind of
like your mouth too close or just real loud.
Oh shit.
It might be too loud.
Probably.
Turn me up.
We better now?
Yeah.
Say something.
All right, Amanda early got to be AI. You funny as hell. I got my brother Nick Andre in the building.
Nah.
Like,
Tell me about this one.
Also from Benin, 7th century, Fula tribe, I believe.
Nah.
what?
Respectfully. Oh shit!
Why are you funny as hell? I forgot he did tell us he was a new one.
Yeah, he told me earlier he had a new intro for me.
I forgot about that.
So for the longest, I'm like, yo, I have nothing of Nick, and then it finally hit me because I used the Killmonger shit for somebody, and I was like, oh shit, Nick did the same shit, and I had to find the video, and once I found it, I was like, got it.
I think wasn't that from I think Lo was asking me if Flage was better than like Michaela Blake's and shit, and then I had like a little pause. Everybody was like crazy about that shit.
No.
That's also
funny
the
because
same.
he was like, it was almost like he was really thinking about it. He was like, nah.
No.
It was like I wanted to come out and say flat out no, but I was like, hang on, let me think about it for a sec. And I'm like, nah.
Yeah.
Speaking of Lo, we got our sister in the building, Lo, like always.
You know what the fuck going on.
And always, oh yeah, and again, happy birthday to the best producer in the world, Wally on the ones and twos. God damn it. If y'all follow him on Instagram, you saw his funny ass story he did. Fly.
Hey, y'all don't judge me, y'all. Don't judge. Man, fuck all that. Y'all can judge me all y'all want. That shit was funny as fuck.
It was funny. I ain't gonna hold you.
Cool.
But yes, I am the big 44.
44.
And is
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. That's love, bro. That's love. I always forget that's what your age is, but man, 44.
Nigga,
That means Wally just don't give a fuck. He gonna say what he want to say.
Yeah, pretty much.
But no,
I just wanted to say I greatly appreciate everybody that did reach out and wish me a happy birthday, because of course y'all did not have to do that, but it does mean a lot, especially for the supporters of the show to piggyback and wish me happy birthday. Also, Nick, fuck you, buddy. Fuck you, man. You got yours coming. Oh, you got yours coming.
Yeah, that shit was
my
funny.
birthday next week.
Hey,
too.
that shit. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. That shit. I was in
That
straight
shit was
tears,
funny.
bro.
That
Now,
was funny.
You know what I was trying to. You know what I wanted to use at first. I wanted to use that picture of Yao Ming, Shaq, and then Kevin Hart. I wanted to use that first, but I don't know why. Like I went on Google, but they were all blurry, and I'm like, I can't use any of these. And then I saw that.
Oh my
That
god.
shit is perfect for Wiley.
Oh, that shit is so funny.
Amanda, you kiss my ass, okay? Talking about how my knees.
Knees doing just fine. Knees
I'm
doing
telling
well.
you, you get a year older, your back start hurting when you wake up,
Man.
ankle a little sore.
Lo, that should have been the question. How's my back?
Right.
But yeah, your back, your wrists, some shit like that. But man, yeah, happy birthday, man. It's good to know your brother. Good to have you as a brother.
What's up, Diva?
Just glad to be here, y'all. That's it.
Happy birthday to you again. It's fucked up that I wanted to say something. I had to hit a while like, man, where's the picture of me and you? I had that shit. I couldn't find that shit.
Damn, you had to hit him up for the picture. It don't hit the same.
I said, shame on you, Akbar.
Right.
Yo, look, I waited all day. I looked all over the place for this. I'm like, fuck it, I gotta do it now.
Yeah.
I gotta do it, man. Where's the picture of me and you, my man? Shit. But yeah, man. Love to you, but big dog. Love to you. Let's real quick. I want to say a congratulations to Candace Parker and Ella Don for making the Hall of Fame. We gotta get low to the Hall of Fame in August. Isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's already in the works. I got some moving parts working on that now.
Yeah. So shout out to them for that. Also, if you're living under a rock, the Connecticut Sun will be no more in 2027, and they will be the Houston Rockets again starting next season. So
Comets.
I mean, what I say? Rockets?
You said Rockets. Comets.
Oh, my fault. Houston Comets. So it will be the Comets again. So, yeah, man. Sorry to those fans over there in the Northeast region, man. So,
but honestly, Jay, like what you talked about yesterday, that is a good question because it's like, how do they start off now? Because now they're going from the Connecticut Sun to the Houston Comets, which was originally already a franchise in the W before. So I don't know if they're going to add that history of like, I don't know, like greatest players in Comets history or Comets Sun history, Cheryl Swoops, Tina Thompson, and then you might have to throw in, I don't know, Tina Charles or whoever, or Nikisha Sales. Like, I don't know, it's just weird now, like how they're going to do all that.
If you do it like how it's been done in previous stuff, this is just Connecticut Sun turning into the damn Comets. That's basically what it is. Like, what the hell happened from 97 to 2008, right? 2008 is like, that shit done. That's like, no more. It should. That's how it should be. But you know, nowadays people rewrite history all the time. So
honestly, I don't think nobody knows how it's gonna go until they just come out and say it.
Move,
because I think it's such a historic franchise that you can't just forget about them. You know what I'm saying?
No,
like,
you can't.
So that's why I think it kind of poses an issue because it's such, you know, when you think of the WNBA, most people that aren't casual fans think of the Houston Comets because they were the first dynasty.
It's and that's why when we talked about it in the group chat that Connecticut should have went to Boston and you should just gave the expansion team to Houston and then you just bring all that shit back. It's like an easy transition at that point. But
yeah, it's unfortunate because now, you know, Connecticut, which is a huge women's basketball state, is not going to have a women's basketball team at least until the earliest would be 2031, and that's just too far away.
That is. So they're going to have to freeze the Suns' history until. Yo, this is really crazy how they doing it. So basically, like,
I actually like that idea.
Huh?
I'll say I actually like that idea of like just freezing the history.
You're gonna have to because it's gonna be hard to have the Comets back and then
Yeah, because y'all not about to tell me that Alyssa Thomas is the all-time leading scorer of the Houston Comets. Like, I'm not trying to hear that shit.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah, Amanda, Kathy, Adam, they was on some beat. The whole thing was just, it was weird how everything.
It was, and I think what pisses me off the most is when the WNBA was literally flopping, like the Native Americans over there on that reserve were the ones that were keeping, you know, Connecticut afloat. And it's like, so now that the WNBA is popping, like y'all just strip it away from them essentially. Like, yes, yes, they had a deal, but like they literally backed them into the corner and like forced them to, you know, make a deal for it. So like it's just disgusting, and it just continues to show that leadership at the top is poor.
Yeah. Especially when numbers start coming out, how the people who was doing the moving, they had a bid under 25 million. It's just a bunch of different stuff. It's just so much. Every time you read, someone's like, "That's nasty." So it's just unfortunate for those fans. And I get it. Like that region is going to lose. I know Philly, but Philly still, I wouldn't consider them like they can be Northeast. But when you think about Northeast, you think about Connecticut and Boston and all that stuff. So it's just unfortunate. Yeah, you losing a region and you get another team in the South, which we need another team in the South. But it's like you stripping a fan base. You know what I'm saying? So it's just unfortunate. But we get the comments back. So, like Lo said, you're not gonna tell me AT is the leading scorer.
Right.
But then also, and even before it was, you know, Connecticut moving to the comments, like I was never a fan of bringing the comments back. Like, go get it, go name them another team. Like, because this year, or when the Connecticut Sun become the comments, like they're still not gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? Like it just, to me, it just waters down the history of how great the Houston Comets were. So why not, like, let's say you still have a team in Houston, name that shit something else. Like, why do they have to be the Comets?
That's true,
like,
yeah. Especially with them being gone for so long. Like they've been gone almost 20 years now.
Yeah, literally.
That's a fact. So we'll go. I didn't even think about that. When I did one like the licensing and the logos, like you really just gonna slap the same shit right back on them. It's just
I agree. Rick, I agree with
they were talking about a team in Tennessee. I think
they need one in both, to be honest.
They do.
Charlotte, I'm not mad at Charlotte either.
They definitely need them both. They definitely need them both, but we shall see, y'all. Real quick, if y'all haven't, scan the QR code next to Nick's head right there for me to get all our socials everywhere. Right now, go like the YouTube video for us to get in the algorithm all over the place, please. Like and comment on the video and fight back with these trolls, man. I know y'all see them in the comments. Fight back for us, goddammit. Shit, they just been in there talking crazy. But bring this thing back. You forget, I forgot. You forget about the Sacramento Monarchs. I forgot they even won a championship.
Yeah,
after they was talking about like doing a little spotlight on Carroll this weekend. I'm like, yeah, they did win, and they had a team. Shit, you forget about that shit. So
y'all think Cleveland going to be the Rockers again?
Didn't they say that?
Will.
Yeah,
they
I think
will.
So.
And Detroit is going to be the shock again too.
Yeah, they're not going to change them names. They're not going to do that whatsoever.
I'm not gonna lie. I was good without a team in Cleveland, respectfully.
I was too, honestly.
I didn't think
because even like the Rockers don't have a lot of history. Even like in their
they weren't around that long.
I was saying like they were around like probably like 5, 6. I mean they made the playoffs a couple times, but they don't have like any like championship history or anything.
I just don't understand why you would take a team from Connecticut, where University of Connecticut is a big staple in that state,
right?
And move a team to Cleveland. And I mean, I just don't know where the Cleveland fans are. I mean, maybe they'll shut me up and show out, but like, God bless.
Yeah, Cleveland can be a good sports city. It's just a lot of times either they don't like the stadium, the fans, or they don't like the owners. So, but
like for women's basketball though.
No. I was gonna say I would have rather them go to Tennessee than Cleveland.
Yeah, like Tennessee seemed like it was a no-brainer.
Yeah,
I thought
that shit was all but finished. Tennessee, I just knew Tennessee was gonna get that shit. Like
me too.
We got shocked with that one, so but we'll see.
Tennessee just made sense.
It did
too much, but they want to bring it back to Cleveland. All right.
Yeah, they're gonna bring that shit back to Tulsa next. Goddamn it!
Right.
Cleveland rocks, I guess.
Oh my God, Houston, we up. Y'all funny. All right, let's get into this. Let's get into this college basketball stuff, man. We had a lot of shit happen over the weekend. We're gonna jump right into this. We're gonna recap the Sweet 16 real quick, not long. Go over that. We're gonna start right with Notre Dame and Vanderbilt. Hey, me and Nick started to say last week, said, hey, we gonna pick Notre Dame for this one. It got dicey at the end. It really got dicey. Vanderbilt was making that run, but Notre Dame ended up winning 67-64. The floor is yours, Nick. What was your thoughts on this game?
Hold up, real
go ahead.
Real quick. I'm sorry. I meant to do this ahead of time because I wanted to make sure people know that you all did predict this prior to.
Oh, let me tell you, before I let y'all give it to y'all, I think Notre Dame can beat Vanderbilt.
I was about to go there. Man. I was about to go there.
I think Notre Dame can pull that shit off.
I'm picking them. I'm picking Notre Dame.
When you got a player like Hannah,
I'm picking.
You can win that matchup.
Okay, so
Vanderbilt has
shown
that
Vanderbilt don't got Michaela.
They do.
Michaela.
National Player of the Year. I ain't picking either
that's
or.
Why it's hard for me to say this. I think you can win that game. Hey, the one reason, like I said, right after that, the one reason I wanted Vanderbilt to win so UConn fans wouldn't be on Michaela's ass, but it is what it is.
It is what it is. Right.
Go ahead, Nick.
I think this game really showed us, at least to me. Let me speak for myself. Like, I think this game really showed me the difference with the two-star players, in particular, Michaela Blakes and Hannah Hidalgo. And I even tweeted it too that day. I think one has shown that they're just cut from a different cloth. Like, Hannah Hidalgo is going to get it done by any means. And that's just one thing that I give her a lot of credit for, is because it's like having to have that much responsibility as a player like that to score the basketball, defend at a high level, more times defend either the opposing ball handler or the opposing team's best scorer, rebounding at a high level. Also, like I say, obviously, being able to force turnovers and everything, like which applies to the defensive end. Like, when you look at just how much she has to produce for that Notre Dame team to even have a chance, and her just accepting and embracing the responsibility, like that was really impressive to me, especially in that type of atmosphere. Obviously, we know the past couple of years Notre Dame was unable to get past the Sweet 16, so obviously that added more fuel to the fire. And Hannah just came out energetic, honestly. Obviously, forcing turnovers from Vanderbilt's side, finding ways to attack the basket, finding ways to control the boards. So she was doing literally everything possible, to give her team a chance. Obviously, Vanderbilt got off to a slow start. I'll say this about Michaela Blakes, this is not me trying to criticize her in any way, even as I was highlighting Hannah. Like, one thing I love about Michaela Blakes is, like, even when she is struggling, because she did start off the game struggling. And one thing that impresses me is that she's going to continue to get shots up. Like, she's going to continue to be aggressive. She's going to continue to seek shots, just understanding, just to remain aggressive offensively. And obviously in the third quarter, fourth quarter, she ended up finding that rhythm. I give a lot of credit to Aubrey Galvin too. Like, Aubrey Galvin was the one player that was really keeping them afloat, even when Notre Dame was, even when Michaela Blakes wasn't shooting the ball well. So I give a lot of credit from there. But I will say, like, the end of the game in particular, the turnover by Michaela Blakes. I know that has to hurt. I know that has to hurt. Because, that at that point, I want to say they were down, 1 at that time, at that moment.
I think she was going to score or either get fouled, too.
Like, that could have easily, what I'm saying? That could have easily changed the game. But obviously, her turning the ball over, and then just about everything over. So I think that's one thing I will say. Like, I give a lot of credit to Notre Dame for finding a way to win. And when you look at the numbers, like, it was really just like star amongst stars, because I'll be real, like, the supporting cast, at least from Vanderbilt's side, didn't really produce much. I think Cass Prosper had about 14, 15 in this matchup, and then other players as well. But it was really star amongst stars, honestly. And Hannah was obviously the one that prevailed, and that's why we saw Notre Dame in the Elite Eight.
Yeah, Cass. Excuse me, she had 15 points and Hannah had 31. And for Vanderbilt, Michaela had 26 and Galvin had 24. Those are the only 4 players that was in double figures the whole game.
Yeah.
It was Hannah, Cass, Galvin, and Michaela Blakes. That was it.
Yeah, that was the only.
Yep, that was it.
Crazy.
And it's funny because on the pod last week, I said, I think it was last week, I was like, whoever personnel steps up and scores more and rebounds the ball more will win the game. And as you can see, neither personnel really stepped up.
No.
But like Nick said, this is just the definition of someone putting the team on their fucking back. Like 31-point triple-double and literally almost had a quadruple-double. We're talking about somebody that is 5'6", y'all. The shortest player on the floor consistently has the biggest heart and the biggest grit and the most competitive out of everyone. And I'm not saying that like there's no other competitors in college basketball, but Hannah is a different type of player. Like she's a different type of breed and just like a different type of player that wants to win. Like it's almost like she wants to win as bad as she needs breath in her body. She's a coach's dream. Someone that will give you 110% on both ends of the floor every time they step on the floor. And can we also just talk about how impeccable her conditioning is? Like, I don't think people understand that. Her conditioning is impeccable. The fact that she's able to go full throttle for damn near 39 minutes a game. I think she was averaging 38 this year. But for her to go full throttle on both ends of the floor, being the primary person on offense and the primary defender on defense, and you still produce a 31-point triple-double and almost a quadruple-double. And if we keeping it a buck, she should have had a quadruple-double if her teammates made more shots. Like, because I think she had 8 assists.
7.
So it was easily 3. Who was in the corner? Ayanna Moore was just bricking it. I mean,
Stew's probably was.
Yeah, like she easily should have had a quadruple-double. But I did want to point out just the coaching. Niele, the scout, chef.
They owe Niele an apology, man.
They owe Niele an apology. Now, I hope y'all make it as loud as the criticism was, because y'all was calling for that lady's job. And what she did out there in that first half and taking away the bigs from, because let's be clear, Notre Dame is undersized in the post, period, right?
They are.
Koval left. They're just simply undersized in the post. So what did Niele do? She took the bigs out of the game. She forced them to shoot. Shea Ralph had to go to her bench and make it a more guard heavy. And so when Niele was able to do that, the benefit of that was Hannah was able to roam freely on the defensive end. So that's why you saw her engage in gambling a lot and able to generate a lot of steals in the first half, because she was able to leave the person that she was defending and kind of roam freely. And then in that fourth quarter, I want to say it started like the end of the third, early fourth, like Shea Ralph got into her groove and she got into her coaching bag and she, ran that four guard lineup. And that's when you start to see Vanderbilt clicking a little bit more and coming back and making the game interesting. So overall, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I think that I love Michaela Blake. Y'all know I've been saying for half the year that I think she is the National Player of the Year. Although she scored, what did she score? 26 points. Although she scored 26 points, she was 7 for 26 from the field. Yep. Just not a great tournament in my opinion. Like 26 points is cool, but like forcing the issue, taking bad shots. And I'm someone that loves a high volume shooter when you're the best player on the team, because that's the only chance to stay in the game. So it's not even like an issue that she was taking as many shots. It was just forcing it, like not going up strong with the basketball, just looking for the foul instead of going up strong and finishing at the rim. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was just looking for too many calls. I was just very disappointed in her performance this whole tournament run. Honestly, I think Ole Miss broke them. Ever since that loss, they just haven't looked the same. And I will say overall, Vanderbilt had a good year, so they don't have they can't hang their heads too low. No one expected this of them, and I think Notre Dame just started clicking at the right time.
Mm-hmm. I'm with you there.
Just real quick, I don't know if you mentioned it though, but also I think one thing that also helped Vanderbilt keep themselves close in this game was rebounding. Like, they had 12 offensive boards. Mm-hmm. They out rebounded Notre Dame 44-30. So you out rebounded them by 14, and that was pretty much how they were able to keep themselves afloat in the game. Honestly, I mean, even when other players weren't making shots, they were still getting second chance possessions. They were still finding ways, to control the boards, which is really good.
Agreed.
Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, that was a really fun game. So shout out to them for that. Kicking off the Sweet 16 with that game for sure. We knew it was going to be fun, and it delivered. It definitely delivered. Hannah did her thing. She different, bro.
That's what I'll be trying.
If it wasn't for them having like that such a tough stretch in the season, she would be in a conversation for National Player of the Year. But it was just so they was just so bad. Like that month of January and February, it was just like they losing and to teams they shouldn't be losing to, which is bad. But she was playing great basketball, but it was just the others that was just bad. But
I mean, hell, even with the up and down season that that Notre Dame had, I still had her at least top 3 in the Player of the Year race easily. I mean, Michaela Blake.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that at all. I'm not mad at that shit at all whatsoever. I don't know. She is right there with Sarah.
I mean, who else would you put ahead of her?
Yeah, that's it.
Like, that's it. I mean, outside of those two.
No, that's definitely it. I think it will probably be more of a 3-headed race than the 2-headed race if they just played better. But I'm with you though. If they even given it to her, I wouldn't even be mad at the shit, to be honest, because how she was playing this season. But you know how that shit goes. But the other game over was multiple games, but this game right here, everybody had it circled. Duke, LSU. Duke ended up winning 87-85. What a way to lose. What a way, like I believe Duke was up by like 10 points, maybe 8 or something like that, and LSU went on a run at the end, and we know how the 3 happened. I know Ashlyn is probably glad she got that redemption because she smoked them. We talked about it in the group chat. I was cussing her ass. I was like, how you smoking free throws?
Fucking hot, bro. Like, I was heated, bro.
You can't be doing that. You cannot be doing that shit at all. But Lo, I'm gonna give it to you. Duke had a crazy turnaround of the year. And what's your thoughts on Duke and LSU?
I think Duke has a lot to be proud of, especially how they started the year 3-6 and was able to go on a 17 game win streak, and make it to the Elite 8 essentially. So I think they have a lot to be proud of, to be honest, especially because again, like people were calling for Niel's job, a lot of people were also calling for Kara's job, and I think it just shows fans, right? Be patient. Let these coaches do what they know how to do, because you're not coaching better than them from your couch on Twitter. Like, you're just not. In terms of this game in particularly, I think it was poetic justice how LSU lost. And I say poetic justice because they lost in a way that they displayed all season, and that's just being undisciplined. Like, they are a very talented team. I'll even go as far and say talent-wise, from top of the roster to the bottom of the roster, in my opinion, they are a top 5 team in the country talent-wise. But when you're not disciplined, then this is what happens. Like, on that last play, all 4 had to do is, first of all, why are you trying to block it from the 3-point line? Because worst case scenario, you foul her and then she still goes to the free throw line. You know what I'm saying? Just put a hand up and contest. Like, she was trying to swat that shit out of there. Like, so she gave her a pump fake, flew by. Like, that's undisciplined basketball. Like, period. Stay on your feet and contest. That's all you had to do. It was 2.6 seconds left. Like, they just knew that they won that game and they weren't locked in like they needed to be locked in. And so for me, that's why I think it's poetic justice, because all season we've seen LSU be undisciplined. We've seen Mylasia Ford-Wiley come out and have a great game, and then in crunch time do a dumbass pass instead of doing the simple pass. Trying to do an and one mixtape pass instead of these are discipline. Like, this is not a skill set issue. It's, am I going to stick to the game plan? Am I going to use the principles and the fundamentals that we go over every day in practice, or am I going to go rogue and play one-on-one basketball? So for me, I thought it was actually hilarious that they lost that way, just because of all of the talk about their soft schedule and X, Y, and Z. And it's just like, well, you had a soft schedule and you still didn't make it to the Elite 8. You know what I'm saying? So I will say that next season, I would like to see Michaela Williams be a lot more aggressive and looking for her shot. I mean, she had 15 shots on the evening, but hell, nobody else making it. I would like her to be kind of like we said about, kind of like Nick said about Michaela Blake's, right? Even when the shot's not falling, she's still gonna get shots up because she knows in order for her team to win, she has to score the basketball. And I hope that Michaela is able to adopt that that mindset going into next year. And I mean, just a rough game for Flage, like 6 for 15 from the field, 0 for 2 from long distance, 13 points. But you're going to remember your final game. You're always going to remember that shot that you weren't disciplined on that allowed your team to lose. Now, again, that wasn't the sole reason why they lost the game. You lose the game in between like the 40 minutes of playing. But what is everybody going to remember? That shot.
That shot.
Go ahead, Nick.
Ashlyn Jackson saved the day for Duke. That's pretty much like the one way that you can explain it, honestly. I mean, we talked about the 2 missed free throws, and I'm thinking to myself, like, dog, like, you a senior, you've, like, you know what I'm saying? You're supposed to understand how to come through in these moments. And the fact that she had missed her free, I can't remember which one came first, whether it was Ashlyn's free throws or Michaela's free throws, but I know that Michaela ended up making hers. I want to say Michaela's came after Ashlyn's.
Yeah.
But I mean, you talk about like the undisciplined defense on our last possession by Flage. Like, all you have to do is just stay up, straight up and contest. Honestly, that's all you really have to do. But you know what's so crazy? I was watching the game on Friday and just really thinking about LSU as a team, and there was something that they missed this year that they had in like recent years, but they didn't have, and they didn't have an alpha on that team. And I think that's the reason why they didn't get as far, or they didn't exceed the expectations that was placed on them. Like, they wanted to put Flage in that position as the alpha, as a leader, and understandable. She's the 4-year player. She's been there the longest. She's the senior. She's obviously a national champion. So when you combine all of that, you would look at her as that type of player that, you know, that's ready for that moment. But it's like we said, even, you know, in the past, like, we've never seen Flage in this position as a number 1 option, as the team's leader. Like, she's always been second or third option. You play 2 years with Angel Reese, and then obviously 2 years with Anissa Morrow. But then even when Angel goes out, Anissa is now the head honcho of the team. Hell, I mean, she was in SEC Player of the Year conversations last year with Madison Booker. So I think Kim wanted to put Flage in that situation as the leader and the alpha, but I just don't think she has the personnel. Look, this is not me dissing Flage whatsoever. I think Flage is very talented, but I just don't think that her personnel is meant to be in that position for LSU. And I agree with you.
Also, like, needs to be your best player. She's not their best
exactly. Player. And I mean, that I was going to go there too, because they wanted to make Flage the lead scorer, the go-to person. But we all know that Michaela Williams is the more talented scorer, honestly. And you look at the season, like, yeah, I think it was even the game on Valentine's Day against South Carolina. She only took like 10, 11 shots. Like, how is your best scorer not getting at least 15, possibly 20 shots? So, I mean, hell, she's the more efficient scorer. But, you know, at the end of the day, I just think that was probably the biggest thing that LSU didn't have this year. And I think that's why we saw the team so undisciplined, is because they just don't have the alpha on that team. Like, they don't have somebody that's going to be a dog out there, somebody that's going to be that doesn't mind putting, you know, all the weight on their shoulders to be able to deliver. Like, hell, I mean, we saw with Angel. Like, Angel had that personnel of an alpha. That's why LSU ended up winning the national title that year. And then even we saw Anissa step into that role as well. But obviously Anissa was in that role as well, even back then with DePaul. So I just think that they wanted to put Flage in that situation. But like I said, I just don't think it necessarily fit the personnel. And I think that's why now we see them now out of the tournament. Because, I mean, even with as talented as this team is, like, their lack of discipline and their lack of togetherness is the reason why they're not here right now.
I think also one thing that LSU really missed this year was having a reliable post player. Like, all of Kim Mulkey's teams have been predicated or grown around like the post players. So whether that's BG, whether that's Angel, Anissa, like, it's always been like a post player at the centerfold of whatever they're trying to do. So I think her offensive playbook was more limited this year because they couldn't count on Koval. Zakiya, what is her name? Johnson. She was like inconsistent as well. So yeah, I think because they didn't have like that, you know, perennial post player, it was hard for them. And I did want to also mention, like, when I go into being undisciplined again, even on that fast break when Malaysia got the steal and she didn't just go with a left hand layup. You're a collegiate D1 athlete. You made it harder by going to the right hand, where it's literally more defenders on that side. Make a left hand layup. Bro.
And you know,
like,
that's what I'm saying.
Like, you're so athletic. You're so athletic. you can. I'm almost 100% sure she can make a left hand layup. I just know that she probably wasn't confident in that moment because it was being contested. But why make the shot harder? Like, that's the things that I'm talking about when we talk about basketball IQ with her and players like Olivia Miles, great players. But the basketball IQ is just not where it needs to be at this level as a junior and as a senior, in my opinion.
Yeah, they were saying that Malaysia wasn't good at making left-hand layups, and I'm like, that's a problem.
That's an issue.
That's a huge problem. Like, you can't make a left-hand layup as a Division I athlete who's 3 years into their career. It would have been a lot easier because now it was like she's trying to go up and under and shit, trying to score over two defenders on a fast break, and it's like
make them foul you.
Hell, I mean, y'all saw Kim Mulkey's face afterwards. She was like, "Hell,
she was sick, bro."
Yeah, I can't believe it.
Because that's a game changer right there. She makes that layup, they probably win the game. That was a momentum shifter.
Yeah, well, most definitely. And then y'all talking about post players, Kate Koval, 0 points once again, 21 minutes. You only getting 3 rebounds. Like, you're not even getting the boards.
Duke was bullying them on the glass.
No, definitely.
Duke was straight. I mean, give credit to Toby Fournier, Delaney Thomas. Like, they was killing the inside. And I honestly, even when LSU went on a run, like, I was telling myself, like, Duke's gonna find a way to stay in this game just because they can get second chance possessions, and that's how they were converting a lot of their shots in the second half.
I've seen them. We've been asked a couple times about. We ain't gonna stay long on that, but we've been asked a couple times about Flage's draft stock. Do we think it dropped? Do we think we said before a tournament, like, she needed to have, regardless of how long they're gonna be in a tournament, she had to have a good tournament, and she didn't. She didn't have a good tournament whatsoever. To be honest, y'all, a lot of people don't think Flage is going to be a good W player. let me just say that. This is not hate. This is just having conversations. That's just having conversations about the W. That's not on a show. And people don't think Ford is going to be a good player in the league, to be honest.
I mean, I've told y'all straight up. I give her 2 years. I mean, I'm dead serious. I'm not even joking. I'm dead ass.
See, and people say, I said that her ceiling was a role player, and I think that's a compliment. I don't think that's a bad thing to say. I mean, you know what? In a perfect world, Flage is going to go to the WNBA and show another level that we didn't see. Like, maybe Kim was holding her back. Maybe Kim's limited playbook was holding her back, you know? But I don't know. I just don't have high hopes. Like, I'm not like, oh, Flage is going to go into the W and, you know, be an all-star. Like, I just don't see that.
Ford is not welcome in Toronto. Y'all, goddamn.
Y'all rough. My goodness.
Y'all ain't even had a game played yet.
But like, just real
y'all
quick,
like she a scrub.
In the W, like, what would be like her best contribution to a team? Like, that's a big question. Like, depending on what team.
2 months ago.
I know, and
we
don't really have anything. I mean, her best is probably her attacking, but like,
yeah.
I don't see any defense. I don't see any playmaking all in that mix or whatever. But like,
her defense isn't bad. It's just not good.
It isn't bad, but it's just not good.
I'm trying to, like, it's better than Liv's. I mean,
yeah.
You know, like, she'll at least, I'll say this. Flage will at least compete on the defensive end. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's not going to stop you, but she's going to at least compete. And yeah, I keep saying that. Do y'all think Kai's her ceiling? Y'all do realize that Kai won a Finals MVP?
Y'all insane. We gotta pick different. I'm sorry, I don't want to call you insane. I don't know you like that, but insane wasn't the right word.
It's not even Riri. It's. I've seen multiple people saying that, and I don't know if it's just because they're both dark skinned.
It's because they dark skinned. Let's call what it is.
Like, I just don't.
It's because they dark skinned.
With a wig, like, I just don't understand, like, the comparison, to be honest. Like, I guess the comparison would be they're both slashers. They're both inconsistent with field goal shooting.
I don't
know.
I feel like Kai's just so much more athletic. So, like,
way more versatile.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but we're gonna have a conversation about Kai soon too.
We are. I will say, if we move on from them, I will say we had conversations. We've been talking about Flage and Kiki Rice about their draft stock and where people got them. And to be honest, for me, Kiki has really went up.
Agreed.
And Flage has come down for sure. In the last month and a half is really
because heading into the season they had our top 5.
Yeah, they had her top 5. Yeah.
So
they had her top 5. She probably should have went out last year, to be honest.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know if we really need the rest of the Sweet 16. UConn beat North Carolina 63-42. Really wasn't a game. UCLA smacked Minnesota 80-56. What was the other one, y'all? South Carolina smacked Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hang on real quick. Stop right there, Jay.
Go ahead.
Tanaya Latson had her best game as a Gamecock.
He said, "Whoa, brother, pump your brakes real quick."
He said, he was like, "I've been waiting for this all season."
But you know, I actually forgot about that game. That's a crazy thing. I actually forgot about it. But 28 points, 11 shot attempts. Shot 7
she was hooping, bro.
She was hooping.
Hell, Raven Johnson, 18 points, 8 of 11 from the field. Like the guard play was just phenomenal in that game against South Carolina. I think honestly, like I don't know if they shot the ball that well in any game this season. Honestly, like they were just flowing. Not even just Tanaya and Raven. Like the whole team just found a way to flow. And maybe there was some motivation, obviously, behind them losing to this team in January. And even Tanaya didn't even play well in that game in January. So maybe this was some get back for her. But
she shot 71% from long distance.
Incredible.
It's
freaking incredible, but it felt good to see Tanaya just in a groove like that.
It did.
It's been a minute since we've seen her in that type of mode. I ain't gonna hold you, but you know, she really led the charge, honestly. I mean, like her all-around scoring was incredible. Like, you know, I think her three-point shooting was really good as well, just taking advantage of just open opportunities, and that's the reason why they were able to beat the shit out of Oklahoma.
Beat the shit out of them. I got nothing else to say about that game. I know you want to get your shit off. Lo, you had anything to say?
Mm-mm.
All right. The rest of the Sweet 16, we had Michigan beat Louisville 71-52. And what was the other one? Did I miss a Sweet 16 game?
Virginia beat TCU beat Virginia.
There we go. And TCU beat Virginia for sure. I missed some of that game. Didn't Virginia have a chance?
They had a chance. I think TCU went on like a strong third quarter run, and then once they did, that was pretty much like it for them. Yeah. But
a good run by them. Good run by Virginia.
And you got to think they've been playing since the first 4.
Right, I know they tired as hell.
Great run. Sweet 16. That's a good builder for that program. So
did we talk about Texas, Kentucky?
Was that a Sweet 16 game too?
Yeah, Sweet 16. Yeah.
Texas.
Texas got cooked. Texas cooked.
Texas cooked them. But Tony Morgan 8 points, 8 turnovers. I think Tioni Key only had like 10 points. Like you ain't gonna win games like that.
You're not 76-54. Texas is rolling.
Yeah,
all the top 4 seeds. I mean, all the top seeds has been rolling. But yeah. So let's move on to the Elite 8. The Elite 8 was pretty much a blowout fest.
I wouldn't say all of them were.
Not all of them. Who was the? I'm gonna start with this. I'm gonna start with UConn Notre Dame. UConn definitely won 70-52. It was some fight in there. Before I let them y'all go, we talked about this. And I know we're gonna get some hate, but the non-call whistle that UConn has,
disgusting, bro.
This is not no. UConn is the best team in the country, but once you don't call fouls and shit, it's even more difficult to beat them. Like when you can knock people out the air, when you can shoulder check people, it's just easier for you to win the game. But Notre Dame fought. They fought as long as they could. So, but I'm gonna give it to you, Nick. What's your thoughts on that game?
I'm gonna be real. I don't really think UConn played that good of a game, if you ask me.
Obviously,
we talked about the officiating, but I mean, we knew that they're just better than Notre Dame. I mean, even with Hannah. Now, look, I give credit to Hannah a lot, you know, especially for like being able to lead the team. But Like, I mean, obviously, when you're going up against the best team in the country, the reigning champions, like it's going to be more than just her that has to contribute. Honestly, and I feel like nobody else stepped into her place. It's crazy because I was watching the fourth quarter and then I see Ayanna Moore just score her first bucket. I'm like, what? Like, bro, where was this the first 3 quarters? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and she ended up with like 6-8 points in the game, and I'm like, if you would have been able to contribute this consistently throughout the game, who knows where they could have been, honestly. But I mean, even on UConn side, I mean, I give a lot of credit to Blanca Quinones because she had a really strong performance. She scored 12 points in the first quarter, really set the tone for them. But I'll be real, like I know that like Sarah Strong finished with 21 points. I think AZ Foot had like I can't remember exactly how much AZ Foot had, but they didn't even have strong performances even in the first half, and UConn was still finding ways to win. So I mean, that just showed you how good they are as a team.
She only had 13.
She only had 13. That's what I'm saying. I don't even think she played that well of a game, honestly. So no. Give credit to UConn. Obviously, you know, they had to take advantage. Obviously, they were the more superior team. I mean, obviously them getting efforts from Quinones off the bench, you know, that definitely helped. But I'll be real, if you ask me, like I didn't think they played that well of a game, honestly. I just think that they were just all around better than Notre Dame, obviously.
Yeah, absolutely. No, they definitely just the best team in the country. Even if they have bad games, a bad game, they still win by 18.
Right. Like, and honestly, I'm really impressed with how close the game was. Like some people thought it was gonna be like 30-40 pieces.
Me, honestly. I was people.
Shit.
I figured it'd probably be close after the first quarter, and then it was gonna be just a slaughter after that. And it really wasn't a slaughter like that until the fourth quarter.
I was gonna say because even up until halftime, like I was telling people, I was like, "Oh yeah, they're gonna run away with it in the third, and they'll probably win by 25 or something like that." And you know, I gotta give a lot of respect to Notre Dame and just staying close and fighting and just being able to compete even with nobody outside of Hannah really scoring. Yep. So definitely want to give Notre Dame credit for that. The officiating was absolutely disgusting,
terrible.
I mean, the play where Sarah and I think was it Hannah going for the ball at the same time, and Sarah like shoulder checked her, and it's no call, and then UConn got the ball back. Like that was just disgusting. It was a few shots where Hannah shot and they didn't give her room to land. You know, it was just a lot of they're very handsy, and I tweeted it like in the first quarter. I'm like, oh, the refs are letting them get away with a lot, but then I start focusing. I'm like, hold on, no. The refs are letting one side get away with a lot. You know what I'm saying? So, and I know, of course, UConn fans aren't going to like us saying this, and I really don't give a shit because you can go back and watch the tape. Like, they were, like, you guys were fouling. Like, you guys were. Fouling. I mean, it was definitely a lot of contact. And, of course, Rebecca Lobo is not going to agree to it because she's a UConn alum. But she's like, it was literally a shot by De Jesus. Like Sarah Williams smacked her arm and Rebecca's on the replay talking about, oh, she got all ball, and it's like, girl, we can literally see, like, this is in 4K, we can see her arm getting smacked.
Yeah, I'll be having to mute the TV,
right? So don't piss on me and tell me it's raining. Like I can see, you know what I'm saying. And so I don't really have much to say about it. I will say that AZ Fudd looked very mediocre to me, and I don't know if it was Notre Dame's defense or she just had a bad game. 13 points isn't bad. She was 5 for 12 from the field. I mean, it took you 12 shots to make 13 points. And people are telling me, right, she missed. And people are telling me that this is the number one player, you know, in the draft.
And she missed.
She did. I mean, don't get me wrong.
And she shot that three early too.
Don't get me wrong. AZ's an incredible talent. She's gotten better defensively. Her playmaking is improved. She's become like lethal in the mid-range, and we already know about her shot. Like we already know that she's always been able to shoot. But like I thought she was going to dominate Notre Dame because they didn't really have anybody that was going to truly defend her, but they was strapping her ass up. Like they truly were. So shout out to Notre Dame for even getting to this level because I didn't see it, and I'm sure most people didn't see it. So that's a win in itself for them to even get this far, to be honest.
Yep, definitely.
And last thing real quick, that freshman, Blanca.
Nice.
Oh my gosh. Bro.
Super nice, man.
I mean, hooping. Let's be very clear. AZ and Sarah didn't do much in the first half. If it wasn't for Blanca, like, the game would have went a lot differently. Like, she came off the bench with 20 and 11. Like, I'm sorry, she had 20 and 8. 20 and 8 on 50% shooting.
Yes,
She really got the ball rolling for Connecticut. And she's already a good player, but she's gonna be a damn good player.
No,
Just imagine her in a couple years.
Her and Sarah together, my gosh.
Yeah, most definitely. The other, let's see, I'm gonna go with UCLA Duke was that was a good one. Duke was winning at halftime in that game. But UCLA, they pulled away and win 70-58. I didn't get to see all of that game like I wanted to, but I was definitely impressed, like the condensed version of different things I saw of it. I'm impressed with Duke because they was in that fight with UCLA. UCLA had to make some adjustments coming out to halftime. So what was y'all thoughts on that on UCLA?
Where'd you go, Lo?
I think, like you said, it was just a tale of two halves. Was the story of this game. I don't know what Corey Close told him at halftime, but they came out, all on one accord, and they just looked like a different team to me. Lauren Best turned up in the second half, and in the game with 23 points and 10 boards, making that her sixth double-double of her NCAA tournament career. And now she has become the only player with 20 points, 10 boards, and 5 blocks in the game for regional finals. Outside of BG, of course. But I think when we talk about how we always talk about Duke and their defense, but I think specifically in that third quarter, you really saw UCLA step it up defensively. They were aggressive. They were physical, stifling defense on Duke. And towards the end of the third quarter, I think UCLA held Duke for like 6 minutes without scoring. The final 6 minutes in that quarter, they didn't score. So I don't really have a lot on this game. I do want to say that Ashlyn Jackson, just the goose egg in her final collegiate game was kind of nasty. I'm not going to hold you. 0 for 8 from the field and then 0 for 5 from long distance. You just can't. You got to do something. You got to get a bucket. Like, this is your last game, sister.
Yeah.
Like, you got to get a bucket.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, even if it's just one, like, you got to get a bucket.
No free throws. She didn't have no free throw attempts.
Like, just the goose egg, like how we scored the same amount of points, sister. And I was in Maryland. Last thing I want to say is Tiani Mayer. Like, I love her game. Like, again, I wasn't hip. I'm not gonna lie to you because I don't watch it. Duke isn't my favorite type of basketball to watch. So I wasn't watching a lot of them. But once Jay told us that they went on that huge win streak, I was like, all right, let me tap in a little bit because they win it now. And this season, she had just been excellent, scoring the basketball, playing up close and personal on defense. Ended the game with 21.7 boards and 6 assists. Like, try to keep them in the game, but just didn't get enough scoring contributions from the rest of her teammates.
Yeah, and like you talking about UCLA defense, Duke had 8 points in the third quarter and then 11 in the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
you're not gonna move on to the Final Four.
They reverted back to being unable to score.
Yeah, no, most definitely. Like, Toby only had 10. Robertson, who had a good game in the Sweet 16, had 0 points.
But I think about Toby. Like, Toby is good until you meet big body Betts. You get what I'm saying? Like, you met somebody that you just cannot handle. Like, she just couldn't. Like, Lauren Best was just too much for her.
No, way too much for her. So, yeah, Lauren had a game, 29 for 14 from the field, 23 points, 10 rebounds, 5 blocks.
Yep.
She had a steal, 3 assists,
and was talking her shit after she blocked it.
Talking that shit, boy. So, shout out to, and before we do move on, shout out to Duke on there having no great season, making it to the Elite Eight. Oh, Nick, did you go? I'm sorry, man, my fault.
I mean, I don't really have much to say. All I was really going to say was UCLA. I'll be real. Duke had y'all scared for a little minute. Duke had them scared for a little minute in that first half. And I would also say this too. Y'all about to go up against. We're going to dive into the game a little bit later, but y'all about to go against a Texas team that's been elite defensively. So,
and we are
be ready.
UCLA probably needed some shit like that with that long ass winning streak they've been on, busting teams' ass. But since you brought up Texas, we can go right into them real quick.
Yeah,
they beat the dog shit out of Michigan, 77-41. And what have we been saying since December? is that Michigan has been living off that we almost beat UConn, and here we go. They just do not show up whatsoever.
I mean, we said they shouldn't have been ranked 2 seed. We said that.
Yeah, like the Big Ten got so much love with their rankings in this tournament. It was just
crazy.
Big.
I'm not gonna lie, it was embarrassing to watch. Like, if I'm a casual fan, I'm not trying to see that shit in the Elite Eight. Like the Elite Eight, like you seeing blowouts like that, gross.
And if we get blowouts happen, but it's just like, damn, it's not like I think we would have felt better if it was like a Cinderella team that made it to the Elite Eight. It is like your run is just done. Like you a 9th seed and you got blown out by the 1 seed. But a 2 versus 1 in the Elite Eight, that should not happen.
Yeah.
That should not. I wonder how that even happened. 77-41? Jesus Christ.
I felt like low last night, watching the game. I'm like, bro, why y'all got me wasting my time with this shit, man?
I'm telling you.
It was bad.
It was what? It was 67-29 at one point. Nuts.
Listen, Olsen and Sila, they combined for 5 of 28 shooting from the field.
Disgusting, bro. I'm gonna be real. Sila Swords.
She's been.
I don't even know. I can't even look at you right now, dog. Like,
I will say sophomore slump for sure.
Huge sophomore slump.
Huge. Ever since the UConn game.
If we keep it a buck, she wasn't great that entire game.
No, she just went crazy.
She wasn't.
She had great moments when they needed her to score. Yeah.
That third and some of that fourth, but that's the only time. So, and not saying she hasn't played good basketball throughout the year. It's just not in the right times. We need you to have good to play some good basketball.
Really I feel like she did better last year.
Yeah, she was way better last
year. What?
I feel like she did better last year and was like more consistent.
Oh, she was. They just went up against Notre Dame in the second round, I believe. And Notre Dame got
they did, yeah.
But they probably had a better run last year. So, but yeah, Texas looking like a good team, looking like the best team. They on a mission. They definitely on the mission.
They clicking at the right time.
They are clicking at the right time. They're playing some great basketball. And I think
it's not just Maddie. Like everyone is stepping up.
That's what I'm saying.
Oldaker off the bench yesterday, 12 points, 11 boards, only missing 1 shot on the evening. Then you got Maddie, Carlton, and Cunningham. All scoring in double digits. They have stifling defense starting with Rory Harmon. Like so, they're playing very well on both ends of the floor.
I will say this. They beat the shit out of Michigan, but I will say Jordan Lee can't go 2 for 17 and 0 from 8 from 3.
Man, what?
It is crazy because she had a really great performance against Kentucky in the Sweet
16. She did. Like you can't be that like hot and cold. Like especially now
they're gonna need her. They're
gonna need her
for sure.
They're definitely gonna need her. So shout out to them. Shout out to Michigan. You made it to the Elite Eight. Even though we didn't think you should have been in number 2 seed, but shout out to Texas for being right back in the Final Four, so we see what happens there. The last Elite Eight game was South Carolina versus TCU, and that shit was that was back and forth. And in that fourth quarter, South Carolina blitzed their ass, and they ended up winning 78-52. I'm gonna give it to you first, Nick. What was your thoughts, man?
TCU got off to a strong start, but even as I was watching, I was thinking obviously you can't South Carolina out. I mean, they're obviously the more superior team, the better all around team. And I think that was something that stood out to me because I'll be real, like outside of Olivia Miles, I feel like you didn't get much production out of anybody else for the most part, honestly. And then you see South Carolina, having such a great balanced performance, whether it's Joyce Edwards or McKeer or, whoever. Like you're just getting all around great production out of everybody else. And I mean, it was pretty close to like the first 3 quarters. And then, obviously South Carolina went on that run and, obviously that's how they were able to open up the lead. I want to highlight McKeer in particular because I was watching last night. I even talked about it in the group chat. Like she's got a really, really bright future, honestly. And I mean, obviously we already knew that she had the skill set, but it's just the IQ, when to crash the boards, when to make the right pass, the right reads. Like she just has a great all around package that's gonna make her a really great player for for years to come, honestly. And I mean, give her credit too, because I think her tournament run's been really good too, and I feel like it hasn't really been highlighted enough, especially in this past game against TCU. So I give her credit. Joyce had a stronger performance offensively. compared to 8 points against Oklahoma. I give her a lot of credit too. Obviously, Tanaya only making one field goal. Like, I'm gonna be real, especially after the Oklahoma game. I'm gonna be real. You really gotta play your ass off against UConn, man. Like, you gotta leave everything on the line, because I mean that's what they brought her to South Carolina to do, to score the basketball. So that same energy that you had in that Oklahoma, you're gonna have to apply it in this Final Four matchup. So even, I mean, look, obviously, luckily, even though she didn't have a great performance offensively, obviously they were able to still pull out the win. But I mean, just great all around performance from South Carolina, to be able to get the win, honestly. And shout out to Raven too, because now this is what, her 5th straight Final Four appearance. She's been in the Final Four now every year of her college career, so it's dope to see.
That's crazy. They said Ravens been to the Final Four more than like all those teams.
Yeah, well, it wasn't like 7 teams. I forgot.
Like, we got to
real quick before you go low, Jay Lynn's. Yes, Michigan did smoke Notre Dame. I forgot about that. Shit was so
I forgot
early.
about that. Yeah,
so that kind of.
But Notre Dame didn't play well this season. They only played well towards the tournament, so that don't count.
That like put them, like put them on there, and then they end up playing UConn. Then the rest is history. But go ahead, Lo.
Good game from South Carolina. Like piggybacking off what Nick said, it was close until like the 4th quarter, and then South Carolina just took over and did what they had to do. And I think the big thing about why South Carolina won was just dominating the boards, 52-24 rebounding wise. They literally grabbed 28 more rebounds than TCU. It's hard to win a game when you get out rebound by 28. Like those second chance opportunities, I think they had at least 20 offensive rebounds, if I'm not mistaken. And then on top of getting out rebound, they also lost the points in the paint, getting outscored 46-28. So just easier looks inside of the paint versus contested twos. And again, they just shot the ball really well, 67% from deep and 47% from the field. And I think it was a true win by committee, like South Carolina's been doing. Like South Carolina has a lot of good talent. They don't have like that one player that's like, okay, this is the best player on the team, and every game they're gonna, show us why they're the best player on the team. This is a team that wins by committee. So you saw Joyce, Tessa, and Raven all scoring in double digits, and then of course the freshman off the bench, Gotti, was hooping, like absolutely hooping. That's why she got 31 minutes last night. And it wasn't just her scoring abilities; it was her defense too, like strapping Olivia Miles. Like, let's be very clear about that. I also want to say in Olivia Miles's in her defense, her bigs were not catching the ball at all. Like they were smoking layups. They weren't catching the ball. Like it should have been a lot closer than it was, because she was setting them up nicely. Like they were wide open and just smoking it. Not being ready for the passes. Like you've been playing with her all year. You should know how she passes the damn ball by March. But back to
niggas was scared.
Right, back to Gotti. I'm just super excited to see her continue to progress, because you see her lengthiness, her athletic build. Like she is already good offensively, but she's still very raw, like raw talent. But she can also get after on a defensive end. So I think before it's all said and done, she's going to be a damn good wing. When it's all said and done, by the time she leaves South Carolina. And the last thing I wanted to say is, just Raven and Gotti in conjunction, making it very difficult on Olivia Miles, shooting 6 for 20 from the field. It literally looked like she was just out there trying to do everything by herself, and it just didn't work out.
It did not.
And one thing, I got one more thing to say about Liv. Stephanie White, you are a WNBA coach, and for you to sit and commentate and say the reason why Olivia Miles went to TCU was to better her scoring. What the hell do y'all be watching? Like y'all,
I didn't even hear that,
because she was on the broadcast saying it like, well, that's why she went to TCU. No, the areas of her, Olivia has always been able to score the basketball. Let's be very clear about that. When you go back and look at her shooting numbers, if anything, her 3-point shooting percentage actually decreased this year. You know what I'm saying? Like her shooting percentages from Notre Dame, like all her years at Notre Dame and this year, are very similar. If anything, her shooting percentage decreased. Everyone in the world, including Liv, knows that she needed to improve on her defense this year, and she needs to improve on her shot making. I mean, her basketball IQ and her decision making. Both two things that still need a lot of work. So I was just very confused on why she would even say She went to TCU to get, better her shots, better her shot. And I'm like, no, she didn't. I just had to say that.
Sometimes people get that mic in front of their face and they just start saying anything. Sometimes
like, girl, you a WNBA coach.
That's crazy. I didn't even hear that. That's wild. I must not.
That's definitely insane. But yeah, shout out to TCU. They had them a good run. Did they make Elite Eight last year too? Right? Because they beat Notre Dame.
Yeah, they beat Notre Dame. They made the Elite Eight. That was
back to back Elite Eight. Yeah, so back to back.
They said this is the first time, I can't remember how long, but like it's the exact same teams for the Final Four going back to the Final Four
since last year.
Yeah.
So we can go right into that. We got UConn, South Carolina, and we got UCLA, Texas. It's gonna be a rematch from early this year for UCLA and Texas. But how was it last year?
Last year it was South Carolina, Texas, and UCLA, UConn.
Okay, there we go. So I'm just gonna kick it off with UConn, South Carolina for sure. Y'all can give me who y'all got winning. I think I know who y'all got to win this game. Still, I'm gonna start with you, Nick. Do you still have UConn winning this game? And what does South Carolina have to do to actually pull this off?
I do have UConn still winning this game. It actually pains me because a part of me does want South Carolina to win, but UConn's just a different team. Like, this is just a different all-around team. And when you talk about the key for South Carolina to give themselves a chance, because even though I do have UConn winning, I'm gonna still give South Carolina a chance. I know a couple weeks ago I said that they didn't have any chance. I don't want to disrespect South Carolina like that, but discipline. That's the biggest thing for South Carolina. They got all the tools to compete with UConn, but the one thing that they've lacked is consistency and discipline. We've seen it in a lot of games. We saw it in the early game against Texas. Hell, we saw it in the SEC championship game against Texas. Like, that's the biggest thing for South Carolina, especially in this big matchup, especially when you're going up against a UConn team who may not be as talented as y'all on paper, but they have a certain togetherness that allows them to be effective. You talk about the Elite Eight game against Notre Dame. Like, they didn't have a good game, but they still remained disciplined in a lot of their sets and their game plan. And that's why they were able to run away with the lead. So that's the one reason why I am giving UConn the edge. But if South Carolina can be disciplined, have that togetherness, and stay consistent throughout the entire game, they could have a shot at winning. Who knows? But I'm gonna still go with UConn.
Joyce gonna have to be locked in for real. She can have them little moments when she don't be locked in. What you got, Lo?
I don't know. So this whole year I've been going UConn.
Yeah.
But against Notre Dame, they really did not impress me. Like,
to be honest, they didn't look that good against North Carolina either.
If the same effort, right, North Carolina as well. If the same effort is given from the Notre Dame game, then I think South Carolina wins. It's going to come down to rebounding. It's going to come down to personnel off the bench. So if you're getting another 15 points out of Gotti off the bench, they got a chance because we already know that Blanca's coming in and scoring that bitch. Like, we already know what she's going to score the basketball. She's going to be effective. I think we see AZ play better than she did against Notre Dame. It just really, like Nick said, it depends on South Carolina's defense. I think they are a more talented team, in my opinion. From the roster standpoint, I think that they have better players. I just think that UConn is a more disciplined team on both ends of the floor. I'm going to say South Carolina. And I've been saying UConn all year. My brain is telling me to say UConn because I think the refs are also going to interfere with the game.
That's a big thing too.
Yeah, I think the refs are going to try to be like, I think the refs are going to let UConn get away with a lot of physicality, and I don't think it's going to be called the same way on South Carolina's side. Now, if it's an even game and the ref is calling it fairly, I'm going South Carolina. Because I think that they can score with UConn this year. And even though South Carolina got blown out last year by UConn, they had Paige. And I know Sarah Strong is damn good, and I know AZ Fudd is damn good, but neither of those two are Paige Beckers in regards to stepping up and getting buckets when need be. Because even if we keeping it a buck, like Sarah was very passive in the first half against Notre Dame. Like she was a non-factor in my opinion. Like she wasn't really doing, like scoring wise, she wasn't doing a lot in my opinion. So I don't know. I'm going back and forth. I'll tweet y'all on Friday, but. I wouldn't be so up until this point all year. I have been saying UConn, and this is the first time that I've seen them not look good, and beatable. And because they haven't played a lot of close games, if it comes down to it, I'm putting my money on South Carolina.
Not mad at it.
I'm not mad at that either. I've been back and forth with it, and y'all know I've been on UConn going undefeated back to back all year, but. I want to pick South Carolina so bad, but I'm like low.
Another thing, like I mean, I'm not a Gamecock fan, but I enjoy South Carolina more than I do UConn. But it's just something about UConn to me, like that just makes them so dangerous.
Yeah,
everyone knows their role and they play it well.
Exactly.
They don't try to do more than their role. They do exactly what they are asked to do, and that's why they're a good team. And I'm gonna be honest, like. KK Arnold was getting cooked by Notre Dame. She didn't do anything. She was a non-factor.
Did she score?
She had a goose egg. Actually, I think 3 of the players only Sarah and AZ scored in double figures, and then the other 3 starters scored a total of like 4 or 5 points together. Like a total of 4 or 5 points together.
4. Yeah. 4.
Right. So, I'm expecting her to come out better. I was like, what happened? Like I thought she gained confidence in her scoring abilities and going to the basket this year.
Hannah.
Man, what Hannah had that girl shut down. Okay. Yeah. But I'm not gonna lie, she did play some good defense on Hannah too. I mean, Hannah still got loose because it's Hannah, but like from a one-on-one standpoint, she did play decent defense on Hannah. But yeah, if it's only AZ, Sarah, and Blanca showing up, I think South Carolina got a chance. Because they shut Ashlyn Shade down. They shut a lot of them down. Notre Dame. So we'll see.
No, they definitely did.
Well, Friday's gonna be a good fucking game, dog.
Damn. It's gonna. I'm gonna give y'all.
But one thing I will hold on, wait, real quick. I want to say this last thing before I forget. The other good thing that's on UConn side is experience.
Yeah. Definitely.
So, and we see most of these teams coming out with nerves, and if you come out with too many nerves and you get down 15-2, it's gonna be a hard feat. You know what I'm saying? So it depends on that as well.
I already know the chat is very heavy South Carolina. I don't need to ask that. I know our followers.
Who you got, Jay?
Man, I'm gonna give y'all my answer before the game.
Oh, okay, all right.
Everybody got to sleep on it.
Yeah, I got to sleep on it too.
I've been going back and forth ever since. Like I knew this match was probably going to happen anyway, but I've been back and forth, having to see how they play, and so it's just like I said, like we all been on UConn going back to back all year. Like we've been on record with that, but it's the Final Four now, and anything can happen. Anything can. 2 good coaches, 2 great coaches. Like I said,
I'm not gonna lie, because I was really dead set on UConn. Like I'm not the fact that I'm even saying South Carolina is crazy to me.
Yeah, they got me thinking now. They really got me thinking. So
I have another take too, but I'm gonna wait till after we get done with the UCLA Texas game.
We're gonna we got UCLA Texas. We got a rematch from Thanksgiving. This is actually UCLA last loss was to Texas. Texas probably looked the best out of all the number 1 seeds up to this point.
I agree. I think it's between them and South Carolina.
Yeah. Who y'all got winning this game and why?
I'm going Texas. Crazy as
I'm going Texas too.
Yeah, I think the reason why is like you said. I mean, I think Texas is playing elite basketball at the right time, and I mean, we all knew that they had this in them. Like they had flashes of it during the regular season, but it just wasn't consistent. So now that they're finally putting this all together, it's really good to see how well they're playing. But also at the same time, like I mean, I know that we talked about what UConn looked like against Notre Dame. What UCLA looked like against Duke really concerns me, honestly, because the way that they got shut down like that in the first half. Now, look, give credit to Corey for making the adjustments that was necessary for them to win the game, but they shown that they're beatable. And it's crazy to even say that because I mean I really thought that they've been playing really great basketball throughout the past couple months now. And on top of that, like Texas already has an edge considering that they beat them on Thanksgiving or the day before Thanksgiving. So they already have a formula in their opinion as far as how to beat them. And then on top of that, they're the only teams to beat them all season long. So they already pretty much know how to play them. Even though UCLA has obviously improved since then, but like I just still feel like Vic's gonna have an idea as far as what game plan he wants to run. So give me Texas.
Yeah, I don't think UCLA likes Texas physicality. And so if the refs are letting them play, I think Texas wins by 5 to 10 points.
5 to 10, okay.
But it's got to be a team affair. Like Jordan Lee has to play incredible.
She got to play. She got to score the basketball.
Maria Cunningham has to play great. Justice Carlton has to play great. Like, it's going to have to be a team effort. Like we've been talking about the production of the others for Texas in this particular game. You're going to have to find a way to compete with the Gabriela Jaquez, the Gianna Neepkins, like all the other role players for UCLA.
Yeah. Should be a good game now.
It's going to be a good game. Fuck it. I mean, give me UCLA. Fuck it. Fuck it. In a close game. I think it's going to be a really good game. Texas is going to beat you about 10 plus. Damn, 10 plus. Yeah, give me UCLA, man.
Right, look, too many people saying Texas. I might gotta go UCLA.
Give me them.
I'm gonna stick
Texas though. Yeah, I'm gonna stick Texas. They're just clicking on all one accord right now. They're playing really good basketball.
They are. They really are. So, with that being said, Nick, you have what? UConn, Texas in the championship?
Yes, but I'm gonna also say this too. Because, like I said, like I'm not going to count out South Carolina. And I will say this. If South Carolina does win that game, I got them winning the title. If they beat UConn.
I'm going to go a step further. So, on that side, you got UConn or South Carolina winning regardless.
Yeah. In my opinion, if that were to be, because I'm going to still pick Texas regardless. So, it would be South Carolina, Texas. And I think South Carolina can get their get back. Even with Texas playing as great basketball that they were playing.
How about you, Lo? So you got, did you say South Carolina to win?
I'm Texas, and I'm in the middle for the other game. But I'm leaning towards South Carolina. I just want to say, Trey said, also remember Texas didn't have Preston or Crump in the game earlier in the year. And that's big.
UCLA, yeah.
And they still won, so that's big. Especially because Preston comes in and gives a different pace to the game, and then also a different defensive look at the guard spot. But yeah, so I have Texas versus either UConn or South Carolina, and let's say if it's Texas and South Carolina, I don't know if South Carolina can handle Texas bigs. That's my only thing. Like I just don't like Okay. Like she be in foul trouble. Like I just don't know. So missing layups, like I just don't know.
Traveling and shit.
Like and like Old Acre, like she don't be playing, like she be putting that body into people. And
nah, she does.
Going to work, like she know how to use her body. Like she knows, like that's going to be a very physical game. And if they're able to get Okay in foul trouble, and they got to bring in what's the girl's name, Alicia. Allie, like good luck.
I ain't gonna lie, Dawn, keep her ass on the end of the bench. I don't want
to see her for the rest of the season.
Respectfully, dog. Like, please.
I mean, I don't want to see her for the rest of the season. I think she'll be better next year in regards to like spending the whole season, off season with them and getting adjusted to the team. But it's hard coming in mid season to a team that's already been gelling. She just looks lost out there, like a deer in headlights. Like
she definitely looks lost.
Yeah,
so that's a lot of pressure for her too.
It is a lot of pressure
with a team like South Carolina.
Yeah, I agree. Like I don't know, but I'll have an answer. I'll have an answer for y'all on Friday. I'll tweet it out.
I definitely will as well. Monet asks, y'all think Texas versus UCLA or South Carolina versus UConn is going to be more competitive? Are you asking which game would be more competitive?
I think UConn, South Carolina. Well, I don't know. Texas and UCLA can be competitive too.
I don't know either.
I don't know. That's a good question, but I don't know. Now, if I had to pick either or, I could see Texas versus UCLA getting out of hand.
So you don't think South Carolina gonna get dogged? You don't think it's no way that they gonna get 20 piece?
It's a possibility.
Bro, you know what?
It's a possibility. I ain't gonna lie.
It's
a possibility.
You know what? They can't get dubbed.
Like it depends. It really depends on how they start the game.
Yeah.
I go a step first. I don't think UConn will get dubbed, but I think South Carolina can get dubbed.
Yeah. Like if South Carolina does win, I think it'll be a close contest.
Yeah.
But if UConn wins, not saying that it could guarantee be a close contest, but I could see it being like 15 plus.
Yeah. Hey, we shall see.
Amanda
man.
said, "Y'all saw Raven guarding a 6'4" girl." I did. Now that was hilarious, and she was strapping her too. I'm not gonna hold you. Like she was doing her big one. So yeah.
Frenchie has a lot to learn. You're funny. Shit, we're not gonna really talk until after the Final Four. But what are y'all thoughts on this tournament so far? Have y'all enjoyed it?
It's been
too many blowouts for me, to be honest.
I was saying it's been I mean, we've had
like some games have been really good, but
yeah.
If I had to say if I had like a favorite so far, it'd probably be Virginia Iowa, that double OT game. That was
good.
That was a really fun game.
But I mean, it's like Lisette. I mean, there was a lot of blowouts in this tournament, and we need more competitive games.
Yeah. I mean, the games that were competitive were really good, like the Duke and LSU, and like Nick said. But like outside of that, like it's been just too many blowouts for me. Like now you expect to see blowouts in round 1 and 2, but like when we're getting to the Elite 8 and shit, like come on now. Are y'all going to be in Phoenix? No, I was supposed to be, but
no, we're not. Chris from the team will be in Phoenix.
Chris.
He'll be there, but I will not be in Phoenix. Notre Dame, but yeah, that was good. So it was like they said, the good game was good, but it was a lot of blowouts this year. So it happens sometimes. And we said when we first looked at the bracket that it's probably going to be all number 1 seeds is going to probably be in the Final Four. And
we did, yeah.
We are. Here we are. It was just set up that way. So here we go. Yeah, man. Anything else? I know, Lo, you got to get up out of here.
Looks like Wiley got some outfits down there.
Oh yeah, Wiley, I think we got a best damn fit check tonight.
If y'all see me slide off, I got to do work real quick.
Yeah, y'all see her disappear, she got to get up out of here. I love basketball, so I've enjoyed it. Hey, we love basketball. We've enjoyed. We're gonna watch games. Like some blowout, I'm just not gonna watch. But I had all the
like
games going.
That UConn Syracuse game. Fuck no.
Oh my god!
I didn't even turn my TV on.
That was wild.
Oh man, South Carolina wins because they can shoot just as well or better than UConn. I ain't mad at it. I'm not mad at it.
Man, tonight gotta have an elite offensive game.
At least 20.
You gotta have it, bro. If any game you have like a big score performance, it's gotta be this one.
You should have saved her 28 for this one.
I know.
Yeah, she gotta have a big one. She definitely gotta have a big one.
Who y'all think defending tonight? KK?
Probably KK. She'll probably see some KK, maybe some AZ.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
I think AZ's side will probably give her a little bit of, some issues, but I don't know. Tonight is very, athletic, very, like I feel like she'll be able to find a way if she is aggressive.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, Wiley. Let's get this best damn fit check going so we get up out of here.
What up, y'all?
Wiley been quiet the whole show too.
He be ready.
I just been back here chilling, man. You know me. Just
we know. Oh, we know. We know.
On my 1-2, dog. Like,
they can, but will they?
We'll start off real quick.
Go ahead, Nick.
Right. The floor is yours, Nick.
The floor is yours.
I don't know what y'all. I mean, I'll be real. I actually just sent Wiley the third pick. That was the one that kind of threw me off. I mean, the first two, I guess, ain't bad, but the third, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like I get his Vogue. That's the one thing I like. I kind of get like a pass. I get his Vogue, and you're gonna do some shit. You're gonna do some off the wall stuff, but I just don't know. Honestly, I don't mind the middle photo, but
the middle's probably the best out of the three.
But that actually, I love the middle. I'm not gonna hold you, but that one to the right, I don't know if that's snakeskin basketball at the top. I don't know what that is.
It wouldn't be bad if she took that off.
Probably not. You might be right, Lo.
Like it would be better than what it is. It's just very interesting choice.
Look like the failed copy of some shoulder pads that they tried to use in the NFL.
It looked like some Coming to America shit.
And that the one to the left, she just looks awkward.
Like you said, it's Vogue. Shout out to her. Well, excuse me, it's Vogue Australia.
There you go. Oh, even worse. So there you go. So
looks like a sombrero as shoulder pads. No, for real though.
It does.
That's actually
my boy Jalen.
That middle one is hard.
The middle was the best one easily. Yeah.
I fuck with that middle one for sure. I definitely do. What else you got?
But this was dedicated straight for Niel. This is all Niel. So I'm gonna let everybody know now, because Niel be getting to it.
She does. I like the pinstripe suits, pantsuits. I love it. The shoes matching her bracelet, her necklace, her earrings. But I really like I'm trying to think. Has there ever been an outfit I was like, nah, I can't rock with that one? I'm trying to think.
From Niel, I don't think so.
I'm going 8.
7 because I don't like those stuff. Come on now.
Nah, that's real. She shouldn't have worn her damn stockings.
She shouldn't have, but come on, man.
Yeah, come on. 10 for the season.
Man, 7. This might be the one I might be like, I don't know.
I agree.
The jacket needed to be tailored a little bit.
Hey, hold on. It's like, listen, we have not seen these, and it's like Wiley just set me up because I said I haven't seen what I don't like. The next one is this big ass jacket.
I don't know about this one. I don't know about this.
I'm going 5.
This
was
like definitely
the big jacket, so I don't like that.
I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on here, but I mean, hey,
this is definitely a miss. I'm sorry.
She got it. That's all I got.
It is like
right, Amanda, right.
And it's like I feel like it's not horrible.
Just like Mr. Hot
Tower is great.
Jalen has been on a crazy ass run, boy. I swear.
Feel like concession staying at the movies. I'm crying.
I don't like this at all.
He about to hit the little
this
jig.
Oh my god.
This one's cool. I guess.
Not bad. Looking like new edition.
I'm not a fan of the color, but
it's not bad. What I give it?
Not bad. I'll give it like a 7.
Yeah. It's better than the last one.
Definitely better than the last one.
And that angle in the last one too made it even worse, but I'm not a fan. A 6.
6.
I don't love it.
No, I'm saying it's not.
I don't hate it.
It don't really stand out to me like that.
You know, 5 heartbeats. There we go. That's a good one. Yes. A 4. Okay. Yeah, I'm with it.
Oh, my bad.
Her stance is killing me. Like,
it's.
I actually like this outfit.
Whoever took the pictures. Bad. I like this one just on the strength. This matches this.
It's better. It's a better fit. Like the jacket is a little tighter.
Yeah.
You got Notre Dame colors.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Not bad at all. This
hair and face fire.
Always.
Shit.
Hey, Amanda, it wasn't me. That's all I can tell you.
I'm trying to think. I might have been at this one. This is from last year, but I've seen this outfit before.
I was like, isn't that Maddie right behind her?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm not mad at this one though. This. I'll take this one. A 7 is. I'm good with a 7. I'm good with a 7. I think that's floor for this outfit. A 7. I hope the man her life. That's crazy. Go to the next one.
It's the last one, dog.
Last one.
I fuck with this one.
I'm not mad at this one.
I'm not mad. I actually like the pants.
Low, what you like? You like it low?
I fuck with the pants.
Low don't fuck with it.
Something light.
Taking too long.
Tough crowd, man.
Low taking too long.
This was something light for her.
I'm gonna go 6.5, 7.
Man, you said 6 in the chat saying 888, 7.7. God damn, 7. Okay.
I'll probably go 7.
Okay. I'm not mad. It's simple. I wouldn't wear it, but it's right. There you go. Hey, you may not wear that shit, but hey, you know it becomes difficult when you like a coach and you gotta come with different outfits all the damn time.
Especially now, people know that she put that shit on, so now it's more pressure.
You got people like us. So we got your ass on a big jam screen.
Right, summer jam screen judging and shit.
Yeah, summer jam screen. Now you gotta come with you gotta come up with 3-4 outfits a week and shit now. So hey,
hold on real quick. This is not basketball related. Nick, how the hell are you still sick?
Bro, you know what's crazy?
Sit his ass down.
You know what's crazy? My nose has been fine all day. Then I get in the house and I'm all stuffed up and I'm like, bro.
Hey, what Jay said, you got cleaning filters.
All right,
Clean
get your humidifier, big dog.
Yeah,
honestly, Jay is right though. I'll be out all the time. I don't sit down.
I know his ass don't sit down. That boy.
Oh, real quick before I get out of here, I gotta tell you about my weekend. Went to a function.
Oh yeah.
Saw my ex-boyfriend from high school.
Woo!
2 seconds later, saw a guy I went on 2-3 dates with from college.
I've been here.
Circle.
Next day, somebody called, like, yeah, how you know such and such? Like, so moral of the story is stay my ass in the house.
It's a small world we live in.
Oh my God.
How you know such and such? Hey, mind your fucking business.
Right, like was all up in my business. Like, yeah, she dating. Come on now.
Hey, she was having a how to be a player moment.
Not even like I didn't even speak to my ex-boyfriend from high school. He was with a girl, so I was like, let me not. I want to be respectful.
Because people still be weird about shit like that.
Yeah, but he's like my family, kind of like not my family, like he's not my blood, but like we grew up together. Like we.
I thought she was about to say he was her favorite.
I
was about to say that. I was like,
if he was my favorite, that would still be my man.
Hello.
True, that's a fact.
I ended that to be clear, but yeah.
Did you do any drinking this weekend before you get out of here?
Had a few drinks bought for me. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
for me,
I can see it. I can see it. Okay, all right. I'm glad you
ask that question over here.
Because in DC, like drinks you get one drink is $25.
Yeah, the drink price
here
is crazy, yo.
So y'all think I'm paying for that? Please.
That's a bottle.
Right.
That is a bottle.
You get 2 drinks, you could have had a whole bottle at home.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
That was my weekend. I just thought it was funny because I walked there. It was like I was actually going to support one of my homeboys. He was DJing a gallery, art gallery. And so I was like, oh
shit, right, okay. Yeah. That's funny as hell. That's always fun.
Fun times.
Yeah, I already know in New York it's crazy, brother. I already know. Yeah,
man.
That's the thing about I hate being invited to functions. I hate when I agree to it too far in advance. And the time people like, God damn, I gotta pull up to this shit. I know this shit gonna be parking crazy. I know.
That's another thing I was complaining about. I'm like, damn, I gotta walk.
I hate that shit. It
doesn't even matter now because you're gonna park. Or your Uber or Lyft is the same price as your parking, and you got to pay for your Uber twice. So it's like I might as well just park.
Yeah.
Hey, random, but Uber in Chicago is expensive as shit, boy.
That shit even worse now. That
I believe
ridiculous.
I can imagine. Yeah,
I believe it. All right, y'all out. I gotta go do this work.
All right, Lo.
Oops.
You can't get off.
Look, I ain't want to end the whole thing. Hold on, let me just.
I got you. BYB, yes, I love BYOBs as well. Or I just stay my ass at home, go to a friend's house. So I didn't ask you what y'all did this way. I went to a friend's house this weekend. We did some drinking. We had some. It was our friend. We just used. It was her dog's birthday, and so we went over there and we just
made it a thing. That's how you do it.
Made it a thing. That's what we did. So hey, I enjoyed my weekend. So yeah, y'all ready to get up out of here?
Do it.
Let's do it.
We can talk. We can talk all. I'm
talking. Right. Boys, night out. Let's go.
Oh my god.
We'll be here for like another hour. Shit.
Why don't get the fuck up out of here? Why put the QR code up there and we can
cannot put us with our own devices. We will overdo it.
Exactly. Y'all, of course, man, we appreciate y'all like always. Hit that QR code to catch us on all our socials everywhere. Like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend. What else I got for y'all, man? I think that's all I got, man. Go like the YouTube video right now. That's up.
Go subscribe.
Come here every week. All the new listeners, all the new watchers on YouTube, listeners/watchers. We appreciate y'all, man. We are growing. I see it. The fact that, one thing I realized, like everybody who watched the WNBA don't watch college basketball like that.
Oh yeah, a lot of people that was fucking with us during the W season, they motherfuckers been mute the whole college season.
And the fact that it still be a nice amount of y'all with the college basketball, so that means y'all enjoy us regardless. So, and not saying that people who drop off from W season don't, but it's just saying that shows a lot that we doing something that y'all still rocking with us through college, because everybody don't watch college basketball. It's even on the men's side, people don't watch men's college basketball like that. They just watch the NBA. So
although the celebration of Duke losing has been hilarious,
bro, they was on was it Caden Boozer? They was on his ass.
I will say this though. If I'm not referee and Hurley, you put your nose to my nose, I'm double checking your ass. Okay,
I told you. I told you. I ain't gonna lie. I would have broken all 4 of these fucking fingers giving him that tech.
Brother, you can't be doing that. People like, shout out to the ref for having to know the moment. Know the moment my ass. You gonna put your nose to my nose like this and try to show me up? That's basically what he did.
I ain't gonna lie, he better than me. I would have had to swing. Fuck off me, dog.
Double check, get your ass out of here. Yeah, damn, fucking wrong with y'all.
He ain't finna be going nose to nose. You think I ain't finna do nothing?
That was really insane. That was really insane. This is the only way I'm able to get commentary. Hey, we appreciate that.
Love.
So we do appreciate that. I was definitely thinking about watching the national championship on Sunday. Then I realized that's Easter and Carter's birthday. I will not be watching anything. And we having people over too, so I will not be on nothing watching the game. I'm sorry. Will not. But we got more opportunities for the W season, so we'll figure out that since we do got that season coming up. So
is it the expansion draft? Is it this weekend or like this Friday? The expansion draft or the next week? I can't remember. I thought it was
might be. It might be. Shit happening fast. You know how that shit be.
Yeah, I was saying because I know free agency gonna start in about a couple weeks.
Man, you know how that shit go. Damn, that's fast. But
April 7th. Okay, never mind. I thought it was this week. All right, cool. We got time.
Well, we do. All right. Yeah, y'all. Appreciate y'all. Ref said it was nothing. He said Hurley said something to him, and he said something. Man, please.
Man, fuck all that.
Fuck all of it. You don't gotta be that. Nobody mouth. That's a lot. Nobody said a damn thing to each other when his mouth didn't even open. They didn't say anything to smooth that shit over, but you're just not gonna do that. So
actually, anyway. No. The expansion draft is this Friday.
It is.
It's Friday. Yeah.
Oh damn! Well, it is what it is. Here we go. Right. We back up on it. It's Friday, so yeah. All right, y'all. We love y'all, man. We appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all the love. Enjoy the basketball this weekend. We will talk to y'all Tuesday. We out.
One band, one sound.
One band, one sound.
They gave me my